Hi, welcome to Piece Donkeys. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cheek piece for your bridle out of paracord and beads. I've done mine directly onto the bit and the ring, but if you didn't want it to be permanent, you could do it on a clip or a piece of string so that you could take it on and off. So I'll go ahead and show you how I made this. Thanks for watching and please subscribe. Okay, so I'm using these stainless steel beads, and these are called rune beads, and they've got quite a big hole in the middle, about 6 or 7 millimeters in the middle, which will fit 4 strands of cord through the center. With the cord, you're going to need probably just a little bit less than a foot per inch. Okay, so you just want to cut your cord at an angle and melt that so it makes it easier to get through the bead. Don't just cut it straight across, you want to do it at an angle just to make it easier for threading. Oops. Try that again. So you get your lighter and just melt that on an angle. Okay, because once you come back through your beads, it'll just make it just a little bit easier to thread that through. Okay, so now you should have taken off one of your cheek pieces off your bridle, and then now you're going to add your cord. Just get that out of the way. You're going to add your cord onto the other side. So I'm just going to attach that to my bridle with a cow's hitch to start with, and then I'm going to thread on my beads. So you'll obviously have to measure your horse or your bridle part to work out how long you want it to be and how many beads you want to have on there. I'm just going to put 5 beads on mine. So thread those through onto there for now, and then we'll put the cord through our bit, or if you're using a bitless bridle, just put it through the ring that you're using, whatever it happens to be. And then I'm just going to thread it back through one bead to start with, and we'll sort out our cords in a minute. So these beads fit 3 strands through quite comfortably, but the 4th strand just takes a little bit of work to get it through there. And sometimes I just use something, a crochet hook or something, just to help to push that through to the other side. Okay, there we go. So we've got our 4th strand through. Okay, and then you can move those to whichever side they need to be on so that they're nice and straight. Okay, a little bit crooked. Just fiddle with those until you've got them where you want them to be. Okay, so you can either measure how long you want it to be, or you can just match up the sides of your bridle rings to where the bit is. Okay, so that's obviously too long, so I need to shorten that up. So I can just shorten that up. Okay, so you're ready to start. Okay, so the way this braid goes, you've got all your cords lined up. We're going to work our way back up to the top from the bit. So you're going to take your left strand and you're going to take it around, over the top of all your strands, around the back of them. Okay, now this other strand, it needs to go around the right side and then over the back. Okay, and it's going to come back over and go down through that loop there. Okay, so now you're just going to tie that knot, tighten it up, and just hold the knot while you pull the strand. Hold the knot while you pull the strand. You're going to take the left strand over all the strands again, bring it round the back. Okay, so you've got a loop here. Okay, and then this other strand is going to come up the back and then down through that loop. Okay, so I'm going to hold that while we pull each strand tight. Okay, so hold the knot while you tighten up the strands. Okay, left strand comes over all the strands, goes around the back. Okay, so you've got a loop over everything. Then your other strand comes up the back, and then it's going to come over the front and down through that loop. Okay, and again you just keep tightening up those strands as you go, nice and firm. Left strand comes across over the front of everything, then around the back of everything, so that you've got a loop, and then your right strand comes up the back and then goes over the front through that loop there. And again, tighten those up. Over the front of everything, around the back of everything, and then your right strand comes up the back, and then it goes through that loop, and again you tighten that up. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to do 6 along here because I've already been up and figured out I need more. Okay, so you're going to bring your other bead down, and you're going to feed your strands up through your bead there. See how we go getting that through. Oops. It's close, no cigar, so I'm going to use my crochet hook just to push that strand up a little bit. There we go. Oops, lost the camera. So now I can pull that strand through. Okay, slide the bead down and we're ready to start again. Okay, so your left strand goes around the back of everything. Okay, and then your right strand comes around the back and comes down through that loop. And again, just keep tightening up those knots. So loop around everything, right strand up the back, and then back down through the loop. And again, tighten up those knots. And you'll just keep going until you get up to the end. Okay, so I've got to the end, and so all I'm going to do now is cut off my strands and melt them and stick them up behind the bead so that hides the ends of the strands, and then finished. So I'm just going to leave that to dry. Okay, and then I'm just going to poke that up through the bead. And I'll do the same with the other strand. And the last one. Okay, so this one could be a bit tricky because there's not much room up there, so I'll just use my crochet hook just to poke that behind that bead. Okay, so now you're done, and that's hidden all your ends off.